So the Packers are on a bye this week, and I honestly feel like it couldn't have come at a better time with all the different injuries the Packers have been dealing with. Jaire Alexander, Evan Williams, Jordan Love. And I think with Jordan Love, he's dealt with so many different injuries this season that have held him back. First week, he suffers the MCL sprain, misses a couple games, and then slowly got over it, unfortunately. Then when he was nearly over, it seemed, the MCL sprain, he hurts his groin, and that's held him back the past couple weeks. And we even saw it last week where even though he was able to play the whole game, it was definitely messing with him a little bit. And so hopefully this bye week allows Jordan Love to get fully healthy. But I think the Packers really do have to think not just about the week after the bye, which will be a game against the Bears, but also the rest of the entire season and the importance of Love being healthy come the end of the season, come playoff time, because he's been dealing with injury all season long, playing through things. And I think on the one hand, it's great to see your quarterback willing to fight through pain, willing to go out there and play even though he's not 100%. But at some point, I think Matt LaFleur and I guess the medical staff will have to decide, okay, is it really worth throwing him out here a week after the bye if he's not fully healthy? Let's say he's at 90%. Is it worth playing him at 90% against the Bears? Or is it better to hold him out an extra week and then allow him to come back fully healthy where there's less of a risk of injury? And the biggest thing for me is just wanting him to get back to perfect health before the end of the season so that he's not constantly battling through these things. And maybe having the bye week now, maybe that's enough to allow him to get over this groin injury / knee. I'm not exactly sure how bad the knee is. It seems like it's mainly the groin now. But obviously, I don't know everything about the exact injury situation or exactly what's happening because, we're not the Packers medical staff here. But that really, it's a question the Packers need to ask because going into last game, I was sort of more on the side of, okay, if they let him play, if they feel like he can go out there and be good enough, then okay, let's do it. But then just seeing him run around and not really being at full strength, it made me think to myself, the Packers need Jordan Love at full strength if they really want to compete come playoff time. And part of me does wonder, how much of Jordan Love and his interception struggles have been because of his injuries. I think that could be slightly a factor, not a huge factor, but on the play where he threw the pick six this past game, I think if he was fully healthy, it would have been a little bit different. I think he maybe could have scrambled away a little bit easier, and that groin was definitely holding him back. That's really where you saw it for one of the first times in this past game. But my thing is, against a Bears team that isn't great, they're okay. They've had their moments, but I think they're 4-4 right now. I think that if Malik Willis were to start for the Packers against the Packers would still beat the Bears. And so that's just a question. It comes down to where Jordan Love is. We don't exactly know. Only the Packers really know, what percent he's at. And maybe the bye week is enough for Jordan Love to be healthy. But I think that if he's not 100%, I think you should sit him the week after the bye. If the bye week, the time that, the 2 weeks from this past game to the game against the Bears, if that time isn't enough to get him to 100%, but you think maybe one more week would allow him to get there, I say you take the risk. Play Malik Willis because we've seen what Malik Willis can do in this Packers offense. They can still be very effective. And you let Jordan Love come back the next week so that way come playoff time, he's hopefully not having to deal with nagging injuries. And, of course, players in a 17-game season when they're playing as much as they are, they're going to be injuries they have to play through. But I think that getting Jordan Love healthy is the most important thing. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on the injury updates and whatever else comes out from the Packers in the next couple weeks. If you guys want more Packers content, feel free to subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys next time.